What's up, everybody?
I was feeling very Mrs. Doubtfire.
I know.
Hello.
Sound like
it.
Just exactly like
Need
her.
that.
I'm about the little roo after it. That was kind of strange. But
Or we can do Medea. Hello.
Nah.
Hello.
Nope.
well, happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah, happy Thursday.
Give our quick shout out to our sponsor.
Sponsors. We have yet to receive our new stuff.
Why?
I don't know. I got to ask Tony where it's at.
Why?
So Project Y.
Why?
Because we care. We're going to have to make them do that as their logo.
You're right. Project Y 20 for 20% off their products. Go to projectynow.com and you can order up some of their products, or I'll make it easier on you. Just go to their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Subscribe to their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Take a screenshot, send it to them on LinkedIn,
Ooh.
and you'll send you some free shit.
And he can send you some free stuff. Maybe you'll get it before we do.
You never know.
LinkedIn's a cool thing still.
It is. LinkedIn is cool.
Oh, we use
I
it.
don't use it.
Crazy.
You don't use it?
I don't think so. I think I have a profile because every now and again they tell me to shut off or I got locked out. Just like my PayPal that I never signed up for.
Just like Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Like your Rumble that you're just magically out there.
Speaking of Rumble,
Rumblers.
some of you Rumblers out there.
I said hello.
And don't forget, we have our RCJ Productions website up and running. So go check it out. If you
What
guys-
is that website for?
It is, well, it kind of
It's for
talks
this
about
fucker.
all the shows that we produce. And it's for if anybody out there is interested in starting their own podcast,
You can help them?
we can help them.
You
Hell.
can help them make
You can-
commercials.
You can make the
them
mistake, not make the mistakes that
advertisements.
we made over the last 6 years.
We'll get
yeah.
you started. We got the
Still
got the
people.
equipment and you got the gear and you got
Yep.
the knowledge to get somebody who got something to say. Get it out there in the
Come
zeitgeist.
say it.
And we'll do a studio design for you too. If you want to set up your studio,
We
you
did
wanna
that
know
for
what-
the YCast.
We did. And if you want to know what type of equipment to buy, we can help you out. If you see on here, the last column there, it says service request. So it'll take you to a form. Just fill out what you're looking for. It'll send me an email and we'll get back to you on it.
No logo design though, because that's the sweet one. He's the only one he's doing.
Yeah, no logo designs. Not doing that.
Blue as wad.
You bring me your logo.
That's as good as it gets,
That's
buddy.
it.
I
We
can't
might
do
know
another
people
one.
who can do that, but
Yes.
not it.
I could draw a tiger really good.
Tiger.
Draw some sweet kitty cats.
Puppy dogs.
No vodka tonight.
No.
Where's the vodka? It's
Wine.
in the
No
Russia.
vodka.
Wine.
So-
It's a wine night.
Wanted to share a little bit of news to the audience too that I found out tonight that Joey is being released from the hospital tonight and going home. So he's going to continue his recovery at home. So keep those prayers coming. Hope for a speedy recovery on this for sure.
Glad that he's home.
I am.
His ass can be in his own bed. It's amazing.
He's had a rough week. It's been a rough week. Kind of a lot
He was
of- lot of
supposed
ups
to.
and
This is
downs.
a good thing, though. I
Oh, I
know
know.
it sounds terrible,
I know what
but
you're saying.
he had to have the fevers and he had to go through this because that means that it worked. And that's good.
It's good when a
We
treatment
love
works.
it.
So
And he did okay through all of it.
Yes.
he did. He really did. And he had really good spirits through the whole thing
Yeah.
too. I mean, I've been talking to him pretty much every day. So it's
Pretty much every day.
Pretty
All day
much
but
every
one.
Well, you know when you're not feeling
No, I
well,
know.
sometimes you just want people to leave you the fuck alone.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Jack wants that every day.
He wants it every day. So, I kind of gave him a space. So
But still, you guys talked every day, even if it's only been once.
Yeah.
So. We had a fun puppy dog week.
we did. I don't know if I'd call it fun, but
It's uneventful, that's for sure.
It was eventful.
it was very eventful.
I thought I misunderstood the whole point.
It was uneventful because we had to go because events weren't happening.
Because no one was going.
Nobody was going.
Womp, womp.
Rough week needs rough drinks. Absolutely.
Rough trade.
It's our same one that we always drink, Andrea. Our 19 crime.
Well, I told Lindsay
Love that one.
I can't mix whiskey and wine anymore because it just kills me.
Oh, I
the
had a
next
bad
day.
headache last
it
week.
was so
I
bad.
bet.
So I said, if we're drinking anything during the show, it's going to be
Going
wine.
to wine.
way
Sticking
we
with
can-
one or the other.
Yeah, we can drink
Sexy
wine
time.
after the show. So
Does wine make you feel sexy?
No, wine
Puts me
makes
to
him
sleep.
sleepy.
Really?
yeah, puts me to sleep. Never used to. but-
Which
wine-
which alcohol makes you like the
Like,
feistiest?
meow, chicka, meow, meow.
Yeah. Does it? Is there
I
one
don't
that does?
think any.
No.
No, I don't have any.
Wow, you just
I'm very mellow.
just dead inside.
Yeah, super mellow.
low T,
I'm
dead
fine.
inside. I couldn't get an erection if you.
No, alcohol has the opposite effect.
Yeah, alcohol doesn't
Well,
really.
but
Well, that's everybody. After
yeah,
so
I mean,
much of
it makes you functionally worthless. I'm just saying though, does one of them make you more?
like
just
like
put you in a mood, like flirty.
like you're like sexy and cute and come and talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah, like beer's a weird buzz for me. I like it. But it's not the same as liquor buzz. Liquor buzz, I'll throw some game on somebody with
Liquor buzz, you're like, come here.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
like,
talk some
how
shit.
you
Like, how you doing, bitch? It comes when you're done talking to your boyfriend, you come to
Come
my
over
room.
here and talk to me.
I think
Yeah.
if I get a buzz on in general, I'm pretty happy go lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not there's
You
not
never-
a specific alcohol that does
You're
it.
just not a flirty, loose guy like that.
Not really.
You never really have been, huh?
No.
I guess now that I think about it, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, no, for him, no. He's not really.
Pretty
Hi. You're pretty. Want to hang out with me?
You
We'll
got,
buy
you
you
got a
dinner.
pretty, you got a
We'll
pretty
get you
face.
bananas or something. Buy you some pudding.
Mama said you
Go-
party.
Go to my house and watch Netflix. Sorry.
Or we can or we can game share or movie share or
Movie
whatever. You
share.
can sit at home and we'll watch a movie.
We could watch a movie together at different places.
Oh, it sounds
That
like
way you could feel safe.
because we don't want you to not
I
feel
can
safe.
respect you as a woman. I mean, like you're a woman that I respect, not respect you as a woman.
As respect.
Like I'm a woman.
As-
Respect me. It's confusing these days. You've got to be clear.
You got to be careful.
all
I
right.
do
What,
respect
just
you.
switch to
There
an
is
Australian
this-
accent. What do you
There
I
is
don't know what
this
happened.
comedian. It's a lady,
No way.
and she's like,
Lady.
and she asks,
She's a lady.
Ask what?
and she asks, she's like talking to somebody in the audience.
Yes.
She's like, oh,
Yes.
do you, are you single? And he was like, yes. Okay. Do you have a baby's mama? No. Are you married? You got to ask because it's different.
Right.
And he's like, no. Do you like women? And he's like, that's a question you got to ask. Like she keeps going through this. It's so funny.
Noise. Do you know what her name was?
I don't remember.
Well, great. Was she brunette? Was she from New York?
It's a black lady, short hair.
I don't believe you.
Wanda Sykes? No, just kidding. She's
No.
funny as shit.
She's
She's-
funny as
she's
hell.
hilarious.
But she wouldn't ask any of those
No,
questions.
She wouldn't
wouldn't.
ask
Stand
any
up.
of
She
those
wouldn't.
questions.
She wouldn't.
What was the
She'd be
last
like
good?
Taco Bumper? Okay, cool.
What was the last good movie you saw? God, I don't know.
Oh, that one that we just saw a little bit ago that we randomly came across.
We've watched several in the last week, so you're gonna give me a little bit more clue on
Well,
that.
that's all I
one.
remember. And it was really good, and we didn't think it was gonna be that good. It wasn't the grass one. That one was okay. That one was weird though.
Oh, and the Tall Grass. That was a Stephen King.
That was Stephen King. It was pretty good. It was before that.
I watched a new David Spade movie that was a steaming pile of shit. The Wrong Missy.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, it was terrible.
The Wrong Missy?
It was called The Wrong Missy or Wrong. Yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, it was what you thought it would be. It's like an Adam Sandler production. It's shit.
Oh, Open House.
I'm getting old.
That's what
Is
it
that
was.
the one?
Open House. That was
It was
weird.
a random Netflix movie we came across. It was under the horror genre, and well, I just
Oh, you
let's
guys,
just-
that's
let's
right.
just
You guys
watch it.
like the
We just randomly go through stuff. But
well,
no,
you
it
like
was,
horror stuff still.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was really good. Andrew, you got to look at that up.
It's a kid thing. I
Look
think
at
it's a
that up.
kid thing. Maybe not. You guys,
Huh?
you have a lot of friends that have kids.
Andrew's got to look that up.
Oh, okay.
The Big Lebowski.
What did I watch? Recently, I started watching this movie called Paul that looked kind of good, and then I fell asleep and I didn't get to finish it because they took it off of fucking Netflix. So I was like, son of a-
I hate that.
It was irritating. It was cute. Looked funny. It was those guys who do Shaun of the Dead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It was those two guys,
Oh,
and
okay.
then they picked up this alien in their RV, and
Oh, I've
they were
seen
being-
that.
Jason Bateman was a
A
FBI
million
agent.
years ago. Yes, it was good.
I didn't get to finish watching it. I was
I'm
pissed
sorry.
off.
Hmm.
It was good.
So then I wound up watching Ridiculous 6 for like the third time. Such a stupid fucking movie. It's another good Adam Sandler movie if you like that kind of retarded humor.
It's hard, man. There's not a lot of good movies out these days. You got to go back to the standards, right?
Well, good comedies like are really difficult.
Today, yeah,
Yeah, it seems to be.
very hard.
Because it's offensive. You can't put a movie out there that's offensive.
But this was the ones that do put out. I mean, like are just so pigeonholed. Like you know exactly what it's going to be and how over the top, stupid, and predictable.
Because it
like,
has to be that
plot
stupid,
devices.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
are just
Like
so.
Sharknado. Like
I
you
hate
can't
that
have
shit.
a real, yeah.
But Sharknado at least is just so fucking insanely stupid.
You know what to expect.
At least
knew
it's
it.
kind of entertaining in that regard,
Yeah.
as opposed to
It's like Snakes on a Plane. Nobody went into the theater thinking that movie was going to be a great movie,
motherfucker
right?
said
Snakes on a
motherfucking
plane.
plane. I'm
And
like,
there's
I'm
more
so
snakes.
offended. The black guy kept swearing and saying dirty words.
Snakes on
It's
the
breaking me
plane.
out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Open House. That was good.
Hard eyes.
It was interesting. Heart eyes.
Interesting.
Are we doing another movie episode tonight?
So far, deal with it.
Kind of what it seems like, huh?
Well, then we're going to learn something too, but not yet. First, we want to talk to our friends here about some shit that we've got on our minds, which is movies.
Yeah, they're so predictable. It's dumb.
Speaking of which, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel and our Rumble channel.
Or
I was just gonna say we're usually more focused, but we're
no,
not.
there's no or.
We're focused.
Focus.
It's good.
Focus?
It's good.
Focus. Focus.
He going to focus.
It's good that we're bantering on a little bit though, because I'm afraid I'm going to run out of material by the end of the night. So, yeah, open house was good. It was good. It was good. It was surprising.
It was. It was one of those random ones we
nice little
found,
twist in it.
and it was. You were like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard Eyes was just okay.
Who was Hard Eyes? Yeah.
Heart.
Eyes, like Dragon Heart.
Yeah.
Is it that kind of thing where you got a transplant?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's some mystical connection to the person.
Some weird.
There was a monkey that used to have these eyes, and now we're psychically linked to him. The small, medium, at large. Yeah.
There you go. We're good.
Shove it in more.
Shove it in there. Highlander. Fuck yeah.
Highlander was good.
Highlander was badass. The original Highlander. Don't fuck with
the
it.
original. I haven't seen. Is there a remake? I haven't seen a remake.
That was a television series. They made a television series. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was, and you know what? Honest to God, I don't know if the television series was any good or not. It was just another one that was kind of unnecessary. The movie was really good. I mean, the movie was fucking weird. Don't get me wrong. The movie was weird, but the soundtrack for the movie was bitching.
Yeah, you're right. The soundtrack was
fucking amazing. Impossible to get your hands on in an actual physical copy, but kick ass. I didn't know I liked Queen.
Yeah,
I really didn't know I liked that fucking soundtrack. Was
Queen's amazing.
That was them, and it's an album all its own that you can't fucking get anywhere.
find.
But yeah, that Highlander was a badass movie. Who's that monster fucking actor? He's in a few things over the years, but the guy who played the evil dude in the Highlander was a fucking scary human being.
Yeah. Didn't he play in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie one time?
Oh yeah, he played anything where there's a brute human
Yeah,
being.
yeah.
He's in because he's just such a fucking beast of a human being.
Did you hear
What?
that they're making another Hellboy?
They're making a lot of Hellboys.
But it's without Ron.
No, he's gonna be in it.
Oh,
No.
That's what it said.
That maybe so, but they've made multiple Hellboys.
Yeah.
No, like they're keeping it with the other one.
I
and
understand.
those
That would shock me
doesn't mean anything
because
but
they've made they've started a whole new
Oh, yeah, they
series
were
of them
terrible.
with they're not terrible. They're just different.
Yeah.
Perlman makes it good. He's a good Hellboy.
Mhm.
The guy that plays the Hellboy in the other ones isn't bad either. It's just sort of a
He's
different.
yeah.
You know, there's how many fucking Spider-Mans are there? We accept that shit.
Well, it's like they're looking at Chris Pratt to play a younger Indiana Jones in one of the new Indiana Jones movies. And I'm sorry, nobody's going to beat Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones.
Well, of course not.
It's not gonna happen.
But here's the thing: there's new generations for these characters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm
That's
guessing
like-
there's a market.
Well, that's like the
How many
new
Batmans are
Disneys
there?
that
How
we
many
talked
fucking
about.
Spider-Mans are
If
there?
they don't know. They don't know.
There's something about the fact that the character isn't so set in stone because there already exists in so many different iterations.
Yeah.
I mean, Adam West Batman and Michael Keaton Batman compared to fucking the newer
It's all-
ones. It's
yeah,
like,
it's
how
all
are those even
night
the
and day,
same
yeah.
they're
goddamn
not the
character? And people accept all three of them.
Well, the funny thing is, I think when you go back and you read the original comics, like the Batman comics, it was a very dark series.
Oh,
Well, this is the
yeah.
thing. I've had this argument with many people. The whole Dark Horse thing, the vigilante Batman came after the original cartoon Batman.
Mhm.
The original Batman was not that dark vigilante fucker. That was a whole sidekick off thing that was going on outside of DC.
Even the original comics?
Yeah, the original, because Batman's original appearance was in the 50s, 60s, whole kind of a wholesome comic book era. The dark ones were not mainstream comic books.
Right.
There were people writing those
Those
things.
are the knockoffs.
They weren't necessarily knockoffs. They were like the porn magazines
Yeah, they
of
were
comic
DC.
books
They were the
because he killed people. He carried a gun around and shit.
Right.
That was I can't remember what it was, but it was a completely different thing. Even though it was Batman, it wasn't Batman. And so that first Batman movie that Tim Burton did was sort of the first amalgam of like he's sort of family friendly, but he's also still kind of a badass.
kinda, yeah.
And they weren't sure what they were doing yet, but that was one of the best movies they made, as far as I'm concerned.
I think Keaton was still the best.
Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Oh, it was great.
That was
Great.
just a kick-ass
great
movie.
pair,
Such a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was weird because it was corny and it was cartoonish, but it was still fucking tense, and the music was amazing, and the whole thing was good.
And I love the new series, the Dark Knight series.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
And
It was
they're not
just-
comparable.
No, not at all.
And
think that was-
I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah.
They don't make me mad about each other. They exist in different universes and little spaces in my head, compartmentalized completely away from each other. I don't have any problem
One
with
is one
Christian
and one
Bale.
is the other. They're
Don't have
not
a problem
the
with
same.
Michael Keaton, and obviously the Joker from The Dark Knight versus
Night
Jack
and day,
Nicholson.
two
They're
different
not even
characters.
the same thing.
Yeah, totally different characters.
Both amazing though.
Yep. I agree. All right, so tonight,
Tism.
what we're talking about,
What's your tism?
something that's
Sneeze.
kind of close to home here in Arizona, which was kind of cool. We're talking about the Philippine Mars. And for those of you that don't know what the Philippine Mars is, it was a World War II plane. Bless you.
I got to kick the puppy off the ledge real quick.
What?
River Phoenix played a young Indiana Jones.
In the movie.
Yeah, and then he died.
Yeah.
So anyway, just occurred to me. It didn't occur to me. My wife brought it up, and I thought, oh, that's true.
Oh,
So they already tried it once. They're going to try it again.
yeah. I think that, yeah. Well,
See
they
if
tried
this
to
one
do
doesn't
the,
croak out.
didn't they do like the Chronicles of Indiana Jones or something like that? It was a short TV stint that they
I
tried
think
to
they
do
might have
that.
done TV show. I just remember when they had the three of them, the three generations of them in one movie. It was pretty cool.
That was cool. That was
was great.
Sean,
Sean.
the Holy Grail with Sean Connery.
Sean
And,
Connery.
that was really well done.
Yes.
So,
All
Did
right.
not do that?
so talk what?
Back to the thing.
Not
Oh.
you.
So talking about the plane. Okay.
The plane.
So there were 7 of these made back in the day. There was the Hawaiian Mars 1, which sank in the Chesapeake Bay in 1945 and was scrapped. The Marshall Mars, destroyed by an engine fire and sank off Diamond Head,
Oahu.
Oahu, Hawaii in 1950. Philippine Mars, which is the one we're going to kind of get into tonight because it's here in Arizona. It's not at the Space Museum yet. I don't think it's made it there yet.
I think it is there.
there
I think
now?
it's still in pieces though,
Okay.
because it left 4 days ago. And
Um,
it shouldn't take them that long to get to
yeah.
Tucson.
They said it was going to take a week when it left.
Unless they
Right.
can only. Oh, maybe because they can only drive at night.
My brain
They're
hadn't
cutting down
completely.
the freeway and
I
stuff.
hadn't signed on yet. What is the Mars again?
It's the make of the plane.
It's like
the company that
like
made the plane.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a model.
Yeah.
All right.
So Mars is like a Honda.
So all of these are named after Pacific Islands. So you got the
So Mariana Mars.
Marshall Islands, Hawaii, Philippines,
Noise.
Marianas.
Trench.
Y Mars 2,
Yeah.
Caroline, and then the prototype.
So there were 7 initially, and they ended up with 5 in service. And now I come to find out that the Air Force actually ordered 20 of them initially.
Isn't that
So-
weird?
Gotta love government money.
Yeah.
There's only 5 of these motherfuckers.
Mhm.
Well, you
Well,
ordered 20 and they only made 7.
well, now there's not 5 of them.
There's 1, right?
So-
Or no, here.
We'll
Go.
come-
Oh, go back. I was still
Oh, sorry.
reading.
Good.
So Mariana Mars crashed into Mount Moriarty in Canada in 1961. Hawaii Mars 2, acquired by the British Columbia Aviation Museum. Okay, so that one's there.
That
That
one's
one's
there.
still
Yep.
real. Caroline Mars, damaged beyond repair during Typhoon Frida. Oh, that sounds bad.
These are bombers, or what kind of planes are these?
So
It's a big,
they're like big cargo planes.
yeah.
Oh, like a C-10.
essentially. They're boats. They're literally
Oh.
boats.
Oh,
So
that fly.
prototype.
So they're the air
staff-
freighters that go and land in the
Yes.
water.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
staffed
Yeah.
and partially sunk while moored on Lake Shanafeel
7.
in 1944 and
That's
later intentionally
ridiculous.
I
sunk.
know.
So there's only 2.
So they destroyed a prototype.
There's the Hawaii Mars 2 in British Columbia,
And the Philippines.
and then there's the Philippine Mars in Arizona. That's it.
Yep.
Out of the 7.
Yeah.
Out of the 20 they ordered.
Well, they didn't order 20, so they backed out of their order. And they only
Oh.
ordered 7.
So they got
With
the
the
7 already
prototype.
that they.
So they got
It
the
was already
7. The two were pretty much scrapped immediately, and then they were left with 5.
5. Philippine Mars in a Martin JRM Mars flying boat is a Martin JRM Mars flying boat,
Yep.
a massive World War II era aircraft, which is currently being transported to the Pima Air Space Museum in Tucson, Arizona, after being decommissioned from Coulson Aviation. The plane has a rich history, including service with the U.S. Navy,
During
World War II, firefighting duties in British Columbia, and its final flight to Lake Pleasant, Arizona. Didn't you say that they turned it into a
When did they fly it to Lake Pleasant?
Lindsay said
February?
it back in February, but February 10th, it left San Francisco.
Okay.
It made its flight to Lake Pleasant. So I don't know when it landed. in
February
Lake
9th
Pleasant.
is when they showed the videos of it landing here.
'Cause it says in here that it left San Francisco February 10th.
So
Yeah, that is.
Oh, so maybe it did it really late at night, right before midnight, and they did it fast, so they got here. Time.
It's like
daylight
during the
savings.
day. It's that
You can do that.
short of a trip.
It can
That's
happen.
true.
You can travel back in time.
So this is a big puppy. These things are a
She's
beast.
huge. Wait till
Looks
you
like
see
an
the picture of
airplane.
her.
Yeah, so it'll hold 133 troops,
Or 84 liter.
litter, patients. I don't know what that means. 25 attendants, 32,000 pound payload.
All at the same time,
84
Yeah,
patients and 25 attendants.
Okay, including
Or-
up to 7 Willie Jeeps.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
All that at the same time.
It can hold 60,000 pounds of water or foam.
Good Lord.
Which is why they used it as a firefighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 117 feet. Wingspan is 200 feet.
Damn.
The width is 13 feet 6 inches. Height is 38 feet 5. It draws.
What?
It draws
38 feet tall.
38 feet tall.
Motherfucker.
That fucking thing is huge. It
Oh,
draws
that's
5 feet of water.
Hold on.
What?
That's 38 feet afloat. It is 48 feet beached. It is 48 feet tall.
Well, it's got a 5 foot. Well, it draws 5 feet of water, so it is 48 feet tall.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
48 feet tall out of water. Yeah.
That's crazy.
She
it's got-
big.
it's got 10 feet underwater.
That's to the tail. That's
Probably.
48. Yeah, that's 48 feet to the tail, not to the.
No, it's 48
No, it's
feet
high. That's the
beached.
height.
That's
Right.
height.
from the ground to the top of the
From the-
tail fin.
from
the tail, yeah.
Bottom.
Not to the roof of the plane. To the
that
tail
would be
fin.
to the tail fin.
Oh,
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
tail.
that would
Because
be-
it's not 50 feet high. That'd be retarded.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
That's-
Be-
No,
that-
that's
a
to the
space
top of
shuttle.
the
That's a
tail.
good
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
yeah,
Good
it's
point.
still a big fucking plane.
It's probably 38 feet then, for real.
It draws 5 feet of water, which is pretty deep.
What does that mean? Because it means you can scoop up 5 feet.
No, it actually
It
so it sits underwater 5 feet.
Okay.
So
Damn.
that's yeah. Wingspan area is 3,686 square feet.
Phew.
That's crazy.
It's bigger than most houses I've been in.
Empty weight is 75,573 pounds.
That's it.
Gross
Stitch a
weight-
baby.
Gross weight is 90,000 pounds. Max takeoff weight can be 165,000 pounds.
Wow.
Fuel capacity 6,485 gallons.
Holy bejesus.
Oh, that was for the Hawaii Mars. Philippine Mars is 13,200 gallons. That's insane.
It really is.
I don't know how many miles per gallon do you get?
Holy shit.
You have
Who
8,
cares?
Putting that much fuel on there.
And it's-
6 engines, 4 engines on.
It's got 4 engines.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
necessarily jet fuel, but it's still probably not cheap. So,
So it's got 4 propellers, 15 foot 2 inches diameter. That's fucking huge.
these are internal combustion engines. Those are big
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Those things are fucking crazy.
Those are big diesel engines.
Those are nuts motors. Like to see those things actually run when they used to have to
Oh,
like
yeah.
kickstart the prop kind of thing. It's
When you rake
fucking
it.
bizarre.
Think about that.
People-
Max weight 160 was it 160,000 pounds?
165,000.
How the hell do you get 160,000 pounds off the ground?
that with that big
With,
fucker?
with the big,
Right?
Big
I mean,
propellers.
that's just mind-boggling.
it's just
And-
surface
and-
surface area and speed.
And it was made in the 40s.
Yeah.
Right? You
Yeah.
think about that. I mean,
well,
I
those
just think
those
about that.
numbers haven't changed.
no, but if you think about how far technology has come, right?
Well, I just
Well,
think
you
of-
have
I
the-
just
I
think
mean-
about the fact that was, I mean, 7 of these planes was so overkill. But I mean, that's what we've always done.
Yeah.
Because we have 11 fucking nuclear aircraft carriers. Like the
Because you
rest
need
of
more
the,
than one.
the rest of the world has like, I think all the major militaries have like 2.
Mhm.
I think Russia and China both have 2.
2.
We have fucking 11.
Yeah.
They're all bigger than theirs. It's like, we are definitely big dick guys. Like, look at this thing. Hang it over the fence. Check it out, motherfucker. Yeah. Wow.
You're like, you think yours cool? Look
Look
at
at that.
mine.
Seriously, where the fuck are we going to deploy 7 planes worth of that? You know what I mean? It's like,
Where are they going to land? That's simple.
Where do you-
so they used them
And
all.
that they have
Oh,
to
I
land
know.
in one.
They used them all.
I know, because we're big dick swinging dudes. We're just like, check it out.
We fucking dropped water off in those bitches.
What
Come
you
on
going to
now.
do? You going to come over here and fight with us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at it. Look what I got.
So I thought that was a heavy plane, right? I thought that weighs a lot. That's a lot of weight.
160. Well,
You know what the heaviest plane in the world is?
I can't even imagine.
650,000 pounds.
Is that an Airbus?
what?
It was. I can't remember the model. It was bigger than the Airbus. I think this thing had 20 tires on it. I mean, seriously, this thing was insane.
It's just like it's all just tires along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what it is. I can't think what it
fucking
is.
thing is insane.
I gotta look that up.
It's super
Google it. Google the
cartoonish.
heaviest
Heaviest
plane ever
plane?
made. Yep, and you'll see a picture.
It's cartoonish.
It truly is.
But they can fly, like entire battalions of Abrams tanks in one shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Oh,
around.
it looks like the big. It's one of those things. It's a Mira, the Antov 225 Mira. Empty weight, it's 314 tons.
300. Oh, that's 600,000 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fucking retarded.
Maximum weight takeoff, 710 tons.
Wow, that's insane, dude.
That's
That is-
crazy.
Look at the pictures of it, though. You see all the
It looks
fucking,
like a big. Hold on. let
That's
me
not even a
find-
good picture of it. You see what all the fucking tires on it.
That's what I got.
It's got like 20 tires on it.
Hold
Seriously,
on, let me find it.
It's like 1.5 million.
Here she
pounds.
is.
something like that. Yeah, I'm not a good tons
Look
to
at her.
poundage.
She looks like a big cartoon plane.
That thing's
She's got a big nose.
insane. This is
She's
bigger.
yellow and white. Like she looks like a big cartoon plane. Look at her tires all.
So this is bigger than the Hercules. I've seen the
Look at her
Hercules.
tires all lined up.
The Hercules is I think it's
Look
a
at the
museum.
tires,
now. I
Jack.
think you can go take a
that's-
tour on it.
Yeah, that's just fucking stupid.
They're just all lined up.
It's crazy.
It's wearing
That's
rollerblades
crazy.
for crying
Yeah.
out
It
loud.
literally looks like
That's
it.
what it looks like. The landing gear alone.
Well, lifting a house isn't all that impressive when you think the Chinooks can lift a house. That's a helicopter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking the fact that they can actually
the whole ass
they
comes
can
off
actually-
of it.
put the house inside of that plane.
Because you drive shit up on the plane. That's what the tail
Look
cone
at that.
opens.
Her
Yeah.
whole booty
Yeah.
hole opens up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a the C10s that they have.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What-
Or C-130s.
I don't know. Whatever
Yeah.
the current cargo thing is where they just drive tank up its ass and
Yeah.
just
Close the door.
drop 'em out the back.
Thanks.
It's fucking insane.
Absolutely insane.
It's crazy what they can do. Honestly, it's just
So maximum speed of this thing is 221 miles per hour, which is kind of slow, right?
nah.
Well, did you
Comparative
for a
see
plane,
her?
I guess. Yeah.
yeah, for today. Cruising speed 109 miles an hour. Range. So you asked about fuel.
Yes. How far can she go?
4,900 miles.
Not super far.
How
but
far is it
pretty
around the
good.
globe?
She big.
What's that?
Well, how far is it to circumnavigate the world?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't have a clue.
Service ceiling. I don't know. Does that mean high,
On
like
the
Yeah,
inside.
that's like the
altitude?
maximum.
So
Yeah.
14,600 feet.
Oh, that's not very high.
No, it's not high at all.
And that's its what? Service ceiling?
Service ceiling, it says, yeah. Drop speed 138 miles an hour.
Landing approach speed 115.
Yep. Touchdown speed 92. Fuel consumption
There
420
we go.
gallons
per hour.
Okay.
That's a full tank of gas.
420.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. That's a lot.
Operation.
That's cruising.
yeah,
Fuel consumption operational is 780 gallons. Holy crap.
you get 5.5 hours of flight time.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Man,
Oh,
Area
area covered
covered
in a single drop
3
with
to
the
4
water.
acres.
That's cool.
that's cool. Yeah.
So drop height
150 to 200 feet. So you can be 200
So
feet
she
off the
can be
ground.
she can be low, which is nice.
7,200 gallons.
Full
That's a lot
water
of
tank
gallons.
load 7,000. That's crazy.
That's her scooping shit out of the pools.
Awesome.
Right?
My kid's drowning. Not anymore.
Yep. He's been reallocated somewhere
Damn.
else.
Some beast ass machines, man.
So they named, like I said, they named it after the Pacific Islands, the Marianas, the Philippine Mars, the Marshall Mars, the Caroline Mars, and the second Hawaiian.
Was Mars an acronym of something?
I think it was the
That's
name
the
of the
brand
company.
of the plane.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think it's the company Mars that made them.
They were making them before they were making candy bars.
probably.
Fair enough. Is there a Mars bar down there?
I was waiting for
Actually,
Bowers
there
the Books to jump in here. The Spruce Goose. I know the Spruce Goose.
Oh, it's
Held
one
the
of
record
those?
for being the largest aircraft to fly. Not sure when or if the record was broken.
What was the Spruce Goose?
That was that big one Howard Hughes made, right?
The Spruce Goose?
It's big military. You can look it up. I think it's.
Oh, it was an H4
military
Hercules.
plane. The Hercules was a big fucking plane.
That was
too.
the Spruce Goose was an H4 Hercules.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Massive
It was
flying
massive
boat.
wooden flying boat. So it was wooden.
That's not the same one. There was another Hercules that I saw though.
But
that
this
looked-
one,
it
the
looked like
Spruce
that.
Goose is wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the Spruce Goose.
Known as the Hughes H4 Hercules.
Hence the name Spruce.
Massive wooden flying boat designed, during World War II to transport matchsticks and trading cards. No, just kidding.
Trading
It's
cards.
only
Howard
flight-
Hughes.
it's only-
Okay, that's right. So
yeah,
it
it's
was
only flight occurred in
piloted by
1947.
Howard Hughes on its first and only flight.
Yep, he only got it up once.
Built with laminated birch and spruce. Hence the nickname. The Spruce Goose, the massive wooden aircraft, had a wingspan longer than a football field.
300.
It was designed to carry
319
more than
feet.
700 men to battle or to their death. Howard Hughes was a successful Hollywood movie producer when he founded the Hughes Aircraft
But
Company.
he only got it up once.
Yeah, it
No,
only
I don't
flew
want-
once on November 2nd,
Drove the
1947.
shit out of it.
Flight was a short one.
Hey, but
lasting
check it
only-
out.
Oh, it lasted only about a minute and reached an altitude of 70 feet.
So, okay, so prior to that, the reason they got that contract was because he flew a different one of his planes for 3 days and 19 hours and 14 minutes for world record.
Cook goose.
And then his next one was less than a minute and he crashed the shit out of it. Nice.
There's that.
Oh, Arthur saw the Spruce Goose in person, Long Beach.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
How did you do? I thought he wrecked it. Didn't he destroy it? He wrecked it.
Is it still in Long Beach, Arthur? Because I was in Long Beach. When did we go to Long Beach? It wasn't too long ago, a couple years ago. I don't remember
So we
seeing.
went to the Pinball Museum.
Yeah. No, that was Alameda.
Oh, it was out.
All right, so the 5 production Mars aircraft entered service ferrying cargo to Hawaii and the Pacific Islands on January 23rd, 1944. The last production airplane, the Caroline Mars, was designated JRM-2, powered by 3,000 horsepower R4360 engines, and featured a higher maximum weight than the other and other improvements. Sorry.
Because he was the last one. They made him better.
Yep. On March 4th, 1949, the Caroline Mars set a new passenger record, carrying 269 people from San Diego to San Francisco, California.
That's not very big.
But for them, for that time, it probably
I
was.
know.
On April 5th, 1950, the Marshall Mars was lost near Hawaii when an engine fire consumed the airplane and her crew had evacuated.
Oh, no.
At least they evacuated.
Hmm.
The remaining Big Four flew
Four.
record amounts of U.S. Navy cargo on the San Francisco-Honolulu route, effectively until 1956, when they were beached at NAS Alameda.
That's not one of the ones. No, we didn't see that.
No,
Ours is a boat, not a plane.
we saw the aircraft carrier.
It's a boat. It's a boat.
In 1959, the
We go to
remaining
the
Mars
next one, and we're just
aircraft
gonna-
were to be sold for scrap, but the Canadian company Forest Industries Flying Tankers was formed and bid for the 4 aircraft on a large spares inventory. The 4 aircraft were flown into ferry aviation to Victoria, British Columbia for conversion into water bombers. The Spruce Goose is
Minceville,
now-
Oregon.
Oh, okay.
It only had a wingspan of 320 feet. It had eight engines.
What's that?
The Spruce Goose.
The Goose?
Yeah.
The goose.
The Goose.
Do we have a next page? Or are we done?
The oh, does it continue?
Of course. This is very
There we go.
confusing reading about this stuff.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, sorry, I didn't keep it going.
I know.
yeah,
It's
okay.
like, is there another page?
Look at the pretty red color on the
It's so
bottom.
pretty.
That
It's
was-
a pretty color.
That was the Hawaii that was
it's
red.
a boat.
So just over a year later, on October 12th, 1962, while
Alright.
parked on shore at the Victoria Airport, the Caroline Mars was damaged beyond repair by Typhoon Frida.
Motherfucker.
When it was blown 200 meters, breaking its back.
Frida Beach.
Holy cow.
Right?
What a beach.
That's pretty strong. To break
That's
that thing.
600 feet.
Oh,
Like,
broke my
that's
back with a
crazy.
freaking wind.
She's like, oh no.
Oh, no, I break my back so bad.
So on November 10th, 2006, Timber West
Next page.
Forest Ltd. announced that they were looking for buyers for the Mars.
Dope.
And the condition of sale was the purchase would have to donate the plane back to the Port Albini, I think that's how you say it, or Albemi,
Port Billy.
when they were retired as a historic attraction. On April 13, 2007, Timber West announced the sale of both aircraft to Columbian Forest Products, Collusion Forest Products, a local forestry company in Port Alberni, British Columbia. The 2 surviving tankers were operated by Coulson Flying Tankers from their base at Sprott Lake.
Throat, like, Sprout, like
Lake?
throat, Sprout,
I
Lake,
say Sprott. I like Sprott.
Sprout.
Sounds better.
Sproutworths.
Lake near Port Alberni until the retirement in 2024.
Albernini.
Albernini.
I don't know.
Albernini. On October 25th, 2007, the Hawaii Mars Red Tail arrived at Lake Elsinore in Southern California on a private contract to assist with firefighting efforts in the California wildfires on October 2007. That's pretty cool.
Didn't they use that one up in Prescott?
Possibly.
Remember we saw that?
Yeah. Possibly.
I don't know if it was that plane, but I remember watching that thing dump. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the Philippine Mars had been undergoing extensive maintenance and renovation and was expected to be ready to fly again in 2010.
Lady boys.
As of 13th of August 2009, the Hawaii Mars was in service, fighting the La Brea fires of Santa Maria in Southern California.
Why doesn't California just buy all these planes?
Right?
They're using them.
No, they're not. They're not using them right. You dumbasses.
All right. So you want to read that, Lindsay?
Final destination on February 10th. Philippine Mars departed San Francisco Bay, lifting off at 11:57 a.m. The aircraft flew outbound over the Golden Gate Bridge and followed the coast past Santa Cruz and Monterey before flying inland towards the final destination of Lake Pleasant, Arizona.
Yeah.
As the aircraft neared Palm Springs, California, it was joined by an array of historic aircraft, including a consolidated PB-4Y2 privateer, as well as a P-51 Mustang, which escorted the aircraft the remaining distance to Lake Pleasant, Arizona. Philippine Mars landed without incident, completing the last flight of Martin Mars aircraft.
Where's Lake Pleasant?
Completing the last flight of a Martin Mars
It's up by
aircraft.
Peoria, right?
Yeah. Philippine Mars will be dewatered in the coming days, while a timeline for when preparation will begin for dismantling of the aircraft has yet to be released.
Which they've already done.
Which they've done, and he's moved.
I
As
think
of
we saw this.
5/14/2025, the Philippine Mars fuselage is en route to the Pima Air and Space Museum, traveling by night. That's why, because they're doing it just at night.
Right.
It is at the time of its edit in Casa Grande, Arizona, taking a westbound route to avoid obstacles and traffic. The engine's wing box,
No.
outer panels, and tail were removed and transported to the museum before the fuselage moved. Okay, so those are already there. The journey from Lake Pleasant to Pima Air and Space Museum in Tucson is expected to take roughly a week. Probably because they can only go so far at night, and you can only probably go so fast. That bitch is heavy.
So I got to ask Andrew and Arthur. This is pretty much in your guys' backyard. Have you ever
Let's
been?
go.
Have you guys ever been to this museum? Have you
Yeah.
ever been to the Air and Space Museum?
Is
You
that
have?
the big
Yeah,
one that
season
you
tickets.
drive by?
What's that?
That's on the right.
No,
side?
that's in Marana. That's the
That's not
airport
in
space.
Tucson.
That's not the same.
It's not
That's
in
not the
Tucson.
same museum.
The actual museum in Tucson.
Yeah, I want to go see it. I want to because they have over 400 planes.
Yeah.
At the museum. That's pretty freaking cool.
That's nothing compared to what they have at the graveyard in Marana.
Oh, I know. The graveyard's huge.
Freaking sweet.
How do we get into that?
Arthur, you were there only once. It's like what, 10 minutes from your house.
We gotta go.
That's why. That's why.
That's why. You
How many times have you been to the MIM?
10 minutes for us, literally.
To what?
To the MIM.
Never.
The what?
Yeah, exactly.
The what?
The musical instrument museum.
Never.
That's here in Arizona. It's probably the biggest collection of musical instruments on the planet.
Never been there.
It's
Never heard of it.
fucking amazing.
Where is it? In Phoenix?
Yeah, it's up on Scottsdale. It's you can spend 2 days there easy, still not see everything.
Yeah.
It's an amazing collection.
Let's go check it out.
They do some cool exhibits. They did this exhibit with the bass, contra bass. There's only like 3 of them that ever existed, and there's only like 3 pieces of music that ever was written with, because this
For
thing's
that,
like
yeah.
subharmonic, like
Yeah.
just shakes your nuts, but you can't hear it kind of tones
Oh, that's crazy.
that you have to. It's not like something you can carry.
Yeah.
It's fixed.
Like it's
And
there.
you have to stand on this huge pedestal. That it's a
I've seen
ridiculous.
pictures
thing.
of it. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They had one there, and they demonstrated it and everything. It's fucking wild.
That's
Cool.
crazy. What do you
See?
do with that?
There's so much.
Put in a museum.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You can only get into the military.
How do we get approval?
You just got to run fast.
I can only.
I don't believe it's that difficult to get access to the.
You
to
just
the
probably got to ask,
graveyard.
and then they got to do whatever.
I don't know. You probably have to call ahead of time or something.
yeah, I'm sure you just set up a thing and you can go. You know, what I mean, it's like you're not going to take duffel bags and tools in.
No,
You know what I mean? But I don't think
this man.
I don't think they really give a shit about you going and looking at it.
no.
It's really mind boggling. The first time I saw it driving on the 10, and you look off to the right and you
Crazy.
see all these planes out there. You're like, what the fuck is
that?
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Very cool.
Almost like that. The airports that are out there. You're like, why are there airfields out here? There's an Air Force base out here. Holy
Yes,
shit!
that is by the Veteran Cemetery. Is the Marana graveyard
Yeah.
is right by there. It's right next to there.
Yeah, just a shitload of planes randomly. You're like,
Yeah.
what's going on over here?
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
No, this was it Williams? What's the Air Force Base out there?
Williams is over in Glendale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Or Luke's over in Glendale.
Williams used to be
Williams
down
is
there.
here.
Williams
Chandler,
is
yeah.
here.
Mesa,
Yeah.
And it's
And you
Mesa
got-
Gateway now.
Then you've got
There's
Falcon Field.
there's
Falcon
more
Field,
more airfields out in this state than I than
Oh, there's a
Oh,
ton.
it's a ton.
yeah,
There's a ton.
because there's the Luke Air Force Base, but then further down towards Buckeye, there's I don't know what they are, but there's a lot of airplane hangars. There's a lot of airplanes.
It's
You
all
see out
private.
on it's all like private owned or commercial
literally
stuff. I don't
every
even know.
city has a fucking airport.
Well, and then there's
Scottsdale,
just
Chandler,
right off of
Everybody
Ellsworth.
has one. Yeah.
There's that whole neighborhood that's got private
We have
airships
one
and
literally
airplanes.
right here.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like,
It's like
it's crazy.
That's the one he's talking about.
yeah, the people,
One
people
Empire.
Pegasus. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, I do garage doors for some of those people, and it's just wild. It's,
So you did a hanger.
these people have their own
It's
fucking
Yeah.
hangers.
Crazy.
pretty cool.
Shit going on the back ranches up in Prescott. People have
Mhm.
private airstrips on those guys. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
if you got your own property, why not?
There's
You
a
know how
lot,
long it
and
needs
there's
to
a lot
be.
of abandoned fields here. If you Google
Oh,
map, there was
Oh,
one
yeah.
by my old house. It's a
That
triangular
triangle
runway.
one
Yeah.
is crazy.
really
But
That was-
it's still
that was a-
owned by the government because it has all the signs and stuff
Well,
out
when
there.
you drive up to the property, because I was going to go look at it one day, it said property U.S. Army.
Is
Yeah.
it just the Schnepp Farm ones or the ones that's
It's
by
the
those
one-
bunkers?
It's one on Schneff and Combs.
yeah.
Not Combs. Acatino and Schneff.
Where the little
way in the
dome.
back.
No dome. No.
No, with this little bunker, the storage.
No. That's,
Where's that one?
That's Williams.
That's Williams. That's Gateway.
Okay, that's
That's
old
Mesa
Williams.
Gateway.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I remember Schnepp Farms had airstrips. This I think they still do.
This one's just at the
Probably.
corner of Acatino and Schneff. It just
it's
looks like
literally
it
a
just looks like
It looks
field,
like an abandoned
right?
field.
Yeah, we
When
looked
you-
at it on the map.
When you look
I
at it on
looked
the map,
the
it's
Yeah,
a
it's
triangular
crazy.
freaking runway. It's got
Yeah.
helicopter markers on it.
Super nuts.
freaking sweet.
So yeah, this is the Pima Air and Space Museum in Tucson, Arizona. It features a display of nearly 400 aircraft spread out over 80 acres on a campus encompassing 127 acres. It also has been home to the Arizona Aviation Hall of Fame since 1991.
Is that where
That's
Dad's spending all eternity? Is that what it says?
Is the,
cool. No, he's near the Marana.
he's
one.
at the Veteran Cemetery in,
Okay.
in
Yeah.
Marana. Yeah.
So he's near all those old
So-
abandoned ones.
Right.
So Facebook posted some pretty cool pictures
That's a blimp.
of the Mars.
That's it with its wings taken off before
figured-
it takes its
Looks
ship.
like a fucking blimp.
Figured
yeah,
I'd
it's
share with
crazy.
you guys.
The one on the bottom is how he looks at night because he's all lit up.
Yeah, they had to put string lights on.
They had to
him.
put string lights on him.
He was going out for travel.
Well, you have to make sure. Oh, I didn't even think about
Is it a him?
How do you? It is a him. It's not a girl.
They're usually girls.
All planes are females.
Are they?
Yeah,
No
usually.
wonder those bitches burned down.
Boats and planes are usually females, I think.
Typically.
I don't know if that's a 100% thing, but I've always felt like that's the reason, the thing. Go ahead.
I didn't even think about it. They have to prep a lot because you have to go under bridges.
Yeah.
You have to like
Yeah, and they're gonna
right
cut
because
it.
think about it from Lake Pleasant. Where are you going to go?
They just got to plan their route
Extremely well.
because they can't get that thing to fit under any bridges.
You're not going under any bridges.
all side
So you're
streets.
taking side streets, but even still side streets, you have power lines.
Yeah, well, that's you're not going to any major thoroughfare. You can't take it on
Yeah.
because if it's 38 fucking feet tall,
And that's
That's
with
off the
not
trailer.
being on a
You know,
trailer.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, they took the fin off.
Yeah, they took the wing.
so it's
off.
not 48 feet tall.
She's
It's
38
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's too fucking tall.
Yeah.
Plus another 6 feet with the trailer.
with the trailer.
Yeah, so yeah, I think I don't know how the fuck you get that.
I
done.
would like to see. I would like to see what the route is and go fucking see her.
Right.
Is she on her route still?
I don't know.
Go take pictures
They're
of
not
her.
going to publicize it. I guarantee they're not going to publicize the route. Especially if
No,
they're
No,
moving
it's all
her
back
around.
roads. You
I don't
know,
they
it's
drive
all.
the space shuttle home.
Yeah.
I know.
Put that on the trailer and trailer.
What is it? Route. I'm looking this bitch up.
You know, some douchebag followed it with a skateboard and a fucking video
You
camera.
know, well, they have a whole entourage that's following them.
Route for the- what the hell is
it's
this
a whole
thing
team
called?
of people. The Philippine Mars.
Pain. How do you spell Philippine? Philapeen. Philippine.
If you guys go on YouTube, there's a lot of
Ooh.
really cool videos about it landing in Lake Pleasant.
Hold on.
It's very cool.
You want to catch a
watch.
glimpse of the Philippine Mars on this way to Pima Air Force?
Tough shit.
Check out the route. Oh, yes.
Hope you have a time machine.
Because it's probably already there.
It already
I don't
happened.
want
It was
AI
in
to help
fucking
me.
February. It's May. It's gonna be June. It's over.
I don't think it's there yet.
You can still see the space station in that sometimes.
Can you?
Don't you guys have iPhones?
Yeah.
Don't you have the Sky Tracker app thing?
No.
Oh well.
I should probably.
Ooh, it's fucking neat.
It's on YouTube.
What the?
What is it?
I don't know. Oh,
What
it's
is
some
it?
crazy looking lady.
Oh my God, that's totally the thing.
It's totally.
I don't want to hear some lady
It's the
talking.
thing.
I want to see where the hell we're at.
They don't give you a map.
No, she's just fucking chatting. Oh.
She's from the city of Maricopa. She was on a bunch of interviews.
I do a lot of interviews for people about stuff that they find interesting, and I look up what they're going to
she's
search,
the one
and
that
so
like
I do
went
the
in it or whatever.
reviews.
Yeah, she sat in
That
the
fucking hooker.
she sat in the cockpit.
I love
I
bits
sat
of
in the
cock.
cockpit too, but I didn't. Sorry.
I sat in the bits with the cock.
So I reached out to this company
Waka waka.
because I wanted permission to use their videos, and I didn't get to hear back from them. But these guys are pretty cool, man. They
Fucking play it.
what? I don't have their video.
Why?
I'm not putting their video up without their permission.
I wouldn't either. Just
So-
show
They
them-
don't answer.
Just set a link up so everybody can watch it.
So
there.
I want to give a shout out to them. So they're called Boneyard Safari, and they're a aviation preservation organization. So these guys
Oh,
are
that's cool.
these guys are responsible for transporting the Mars.
Oh, they're the
Jeez.
ones taking it there?
Yes.
Save the
That's
planes.
cool. They're busy.
So-
Why do you think they're not answering you?
Well, no,
Womp womp.
that's why I'm not making a big deal out of it.
Moving
But that's
fucking
why
plane.
I didn't know that's what they did.
that's why I felt it to give a shout out to them, because it's
That's
pretty cool
cool.
that anybody that preserves history or tries to
That's
preserve
awesome.
history, I have to give recognition to, because if nobody does, the shit's gone
we
forever.
have? We have
Like we have nothing.
Well,
And it sucks.
sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad.
Sometimes, yeah.
I've
Sometimes
got a
it's good.
big old collection of Confederate stuff and some Nazi memorabilia and some sweet ass KKK stuff.
It's part of history.
That's cool.
Badass stuff.
Part of history.
I know it's funny that people collect that shit too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't actually have any of that stuff, but
I was
man,
up
it'd be cool.
It wouldn't surprise me if you did, Jack. You got all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, nothing collectible like that.
Huh.
Maybe some old cowboy holsters.
So I was up in. You ever hear of Winnemucca, Nevada?
Yeah, it's in that
It's up
I've Been
north.
Everywhere song.
It's what?
I've Been Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's in
It
that
is.
song.
But there was a casino up there, and I played in a casino in there years
Say
ago.
what?
And one day we were just walking around the town, a small town, and we go to this antique store, right?
Uh-huh.
And this guy in his cabinet has a bayonet from World War II.
That's cool.
From
I don't know where he got it from.
Was
I have
it
no idea where he got it from.
American, German, Russian.
I think it was German.
Oh,
It was German.
very nice.
And it was
Everyone
really,
gets
he
in
wanted
the
like
food,
$100 for it. And if I had the money at the time,
You're like,
and I had known better, I would have got it.
oh, just
Where's it at? I got to go to Nevada.
It's long. You're talking 20 years ago.
So
now you just got to
gone.
find his place. Just
now
elbow
I
him
just
in
got
the
to go
neck.
find this place and look. You never know.
Winnemucca.
Just lean on his
Winnemucca.
neck.
I win your mucka.
It's 8 hours north of Vegas.
Holy
Is it closer to Reno?
shit.
Yes.
No.
Oh, good. I got to go to Reno anyways
wait,
for work.
what?
So I'll go
Reno,
check
north
it out.
of Vegas?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I had no idea.
I gotta go
Winnemucca,
to both.
Nevada. Be careful.
You can't win a muck. It
Dangerous town.
is, man. It's crazy.
You thought Apache Junction was bad.
It
Apache
is in its own-
Junction's just full of crackheads. That's fine.
So is Winnemucca.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's fine. Crackheads are easy.
it's weird how retirees and crackheads seem to. They're not,
They-
they're not
Hang out
crackheads.
they
together,
cohabitate.
right?
Tweakers and retirees, they kind of.
They're one.
Well, they don't want HOAs.
no,
They're not-
they don't want people to fuck with them.
Leave me alone. Get off my lawn. Same people.
Yeah,
Ultimately,
same.
just different generations.
Yeah.
You know,
You want to be in a close proximity to a hospital or ambulance, you know.
they don't run regular hours either. You know, they're gonna be
No.
up late at night and early morning,
Exactly.
and then sleep all fucking day.
It's kind of true.
It's right on the
I didn't
nose.
think about it like that, but yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, you run the same circles.
Yeah, when I stayed in the hotel in Winnemucca, they had
Summer
they
playing
had
bingo.
bars
Summer
on the
store.
windows.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That
it
sounds good.
was-
That's a good place.
yeah, it's a good place.
I like a hotel where you can't open the window. That's also one of my favorite things.
It's like the one that we spent in Tucson that Joey got
Oh, they got locked in. That was in Tombstone.
in Tombstone, and that one had bars on the windows.
It did, yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, Joey got locked in.
Yeah, I remember. I think I heard
Remember
this.
that
I heard
story?
that. I heard that
That was
story.
crazy.
It's not like Vegas where you can't open the windows at all.
No. Well, they don't want people jumping out there.
People jump.
People will find a way. The Lord will provide.
The crackheads will still be crackheads. It's fine.
You think I can't get the glass out the damn window? I moved a stone, bitch.
I think they had people when they first built the Luxor, the pyramid. I think they had people jumping off the top.
Of course.
Because literally all the floors went. I don't
Well,
know.
and
Yeah.
slide down. That'd be awesome.
There were no patios though. You couldn't. There were no.
No, you couldn't slide down the outside. of the
There were no.
Why?
There were no patios. There was no access. The only
there
way
was
you
no
could get
patios
to the
and no
top, to the
windows.
outside was to get out through the top.
Oh.
Through the top, because you could the spotlight up in the top. That top pyramid
Yeah.
piece was had
Open,
had
yeah.
access.
Had
for,
it open, yeah.
And they, of course, they cleaned the windows, so I'm sure there were access ports for cleaning. The
Oh,
windows.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. But no, these people would like go from the top floor on the inside
Yeah.
and commit suicide down on the casino
yeah.
level.
Yeah, because it was all open inside. It was fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What?
the
Oh, yeah.
pyramid. So the floors.
Oh,
the floors were
yes,
just the
'cause we
outside.
saw
They weren't
the
stacked on
bodies
top of
thing
each
in
other.
there, and it's you can
Yeah.
watch the things all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
People
can just-
jump from there, and
Well,
then your
yeah.
body just
It
splattered.
was
Do
perfect.
you know how pissed I would be, dude, if I just got a margarita and your ass just bled?
Do you know how
and there's
perfect
blood
that
in my
was though? Like
margarita?
nobody thought of that through. Like you could see at least 12 floors straight up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's fucking
Easily, yeah.
clear as hell.
Somebody's gonna jump.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
dying
freaky.
on a Sphinx, bitch. You saw
I'm
the
not
body.
selling
You saw
my
the bodies
money.
experience, or
Yeah,
Exhibit,
we saw
yeah.
the bodies
that's a
exhibit there,
fucked up.
and
That
then
was awesome.
we saw
The
the
Titanic. too.
Titanic
Yeah.
thing. That
The Titanic was interesting. The bodies
cool.
one was terrifying. Did
Oh,
you
it's
ever read where the
nice.
shit came from?
They're
Oh, yeah.
humans.
Yeah, they're not just humans. You know where they came from?
I can't think of the country.
China.
No,
Was
because
it-
it
were
was
they
fat
from
people
China?
too.
Oh,
They
yeah,
weren't all
they
from
were.
China.
A lot of them were from China. And they may or may not have been
Yeah.
people that were incarcerated.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Come
they
on,
donated their bodies. to
No, they
science.
most certainly did not.
Well, they did now.
They most certainly did not. Those
Involuntarily.
never could have been political prisoners or enemies of the state. Nope, not a
Never know.
chance. Fucking
Thanks
God.
now.
It was still a cool exhibit.
Oh, it was gross. It
fascinating.
was fucking
fascinating.
gross. It really was a serial killer's like wet dream though.
Oh, it's awesome.
I want to pose naked muscle people doing sports.
Yes,
Fuck
riding
yeah.
a bike. Yes,
It's really twisted, man.
awesome. So cool.
We could just 3D model it, or
we can
we
have
could
him,
real
skin
thing.
real
we
people.
can have him holding his heart.
Jesus,
Ah!
Like,
So
fucking
cool.
sick.
Man, and I love that.
It was cool. It was a cool exhibit.
So
We
speaking
spent,
of
like-
humanitarian things,
Oh boy.
We spent like 2 hours in there.
this game show on the other night, and these I don't know, it's called The Wall or something, whatever. Anyway, these people that
I haven't seen any new game shows.
Oh,
Are they
well,
making
you
like
don't-
new game shows?
yeah, you have to have the Game Show Network
Oh, okay.
or be old. So anyway,
Or behold.
they
I'm not with the crack.
on the show this couple was playing for they were playing for Ukraine.
Okay.
So all the money they went to Ukraine, and then they won $1.9 million. And I went, that's like a fucking fart in the wind. They pissed away how many billions of dollars?
Billions of
in the last-
dollars from us.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the 1 point. Like, hey, assholes! Like, you couldn't think of something better to do with 1.9 million.
Yeah.
I bet you there's a couple of homeless kids in this fucking country, or
Right?
just,
That could
I don't know, about a
use it.
million other things you could do
Couple
with that money
foster homes that
besides
would really
pledge
like
it to fucking Ukrainian. I was just like, what the? I hate people.
There's a couple foster homes that could have liked that. I'm just
Publicly saying we're gonna help Ukraine. You're not
You're not doing
dick.
shit.
saying. Ukraine ain't even gonna notice
For
that.
the 6 Ukrainians that are still alive. It's nothing.
Then it'll do a lot for them because there's only 6 of
Fucking
them
so
left.
stupid.
Ouch.
Anyway, whatever.
That's crazy. Crazy
Hey,
stuff.
I promised myself I wasn't gonna cry, and I didn't because there's nothing sad. It's just dumbasses.
It's a bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah, dumbasses.
That's not gonna change.
Oh
unfortunately.
yeah.
So now I want to go to the museum.
Let's go. Let's go now.
Do
I want
it.
to go see it.
We gotta wait for him
I
to get there,
start a
though, and
paper
then
out
he's gotta
right
get,
now.
and then he's got to get put back together.
How many people think will actually go see it?
What? The plane?
Mars. Yeah.
4 of
Eventually
us.
or one time?
Initially in the beginning.
Like who's going to be the big rush?
Yeah, you think it's
It
gonna be a
all
lot of people?
depends on.
No.
It all depends on how much they're gonna advertise.
That makes me sad. though.
What should make you sad? The reality is it's not the kind of thing that you get hype about. And it's like, we got to be the first ones to see it. It's not that kind of thing.
Yeah, I
You got
guess.
time. It's going to stay there.
No,
forever.
I know it's
Waiting,
going to
hold
stay
on.
there, but
If it was a limited engagement or if it was a naked woman, then there'd be some push for
Yeah.
it. But
when we were in Alameda, we went and saw the USS Hornet, big aircraft carrier.
nice.
And I'm telling you, man, what an experience to go on one of those fucking things.
I couldn't imagine.
It's a city. It's a goddamn city.
Yeah. And I don't think that's even one of the big ones.
It's not. It's not. But it was cool to see all the planes they had parked on the decks.
Those things are unbelievable machines.
Yeah.
It's bizarre
it
that they
was
exist. It's bizarre we have so many of them.
Crazy.
20 years at sea.
We went down
Fucking nuts.
10 or 20 levels, and there was still levels to go. Like it was absolutely crazy.
You would have to be on that thing for years to see all of it.
Truly, every day. Yeah.
So the museum isn't usually very big.
How do you
It's
know?
pretty
You only
big.
been there once.
That's the case with most museums. So honestly, like,
Yeah, no.
because you just, there's nothing,
Other than a kid's field trip.
but even then it's not pressing. And like, I would hate it if it was busy. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be busy. You want to be able to go and
And look
Experience it.
around and enjoy it.
That's like the
Yeah.
Museum of Natural History in New York.
yeah.
It,
Oh, I wanna
it's
go to that
so
so bad.
fucking big. It literally take you 2 days to walk through the whole
The
damn
MIM
thing.
is
I
like
mean,
that.
it's
The MIM's enormous.
crazy, is it?
And you can get you can do guided tours, you can do free roam, or you can actually just get the headset thing.
And like go.
And as you
yeah.
approach stuff, it'll talk to you.
That's how Alcatraz was too.
Yeah, we're just it narrates
just
for you
wandered
as you
around.
go around to the different places.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's an interesting way to do it, but
I have to go check out that music because
you really should. It's, there's
pretty cool.
a Wallace and Ladmo exhibit and a fucking Alice Cooper exhibit. Like,
Really?
Oh, that's
yeah, 'cause
cool.
it's Arizona.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They
Sure.
were,
Good point.
but I mean, like, there's up to and including like 808s and fucking DJ equipment. Like,
And
they
it's in
cover
it's in
everything.
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
We should go out there. Go like Friday, stay in the
Instrument made
night,
out of
and then
sheep
see it the
ladders.
next day or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
'Cause Jack said it's huge. It'll take 2 days.
Dude, my favorite part, honestly, was all the what do you call it, automaton kind of calliope sort of self-playing thing.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a whole exhibit of all
Oh,
those
that's cool.
of all these things, not just calliopes and stuff,
Right,
but like
right.
some odd, really weird shit that you
Well,
like.
if it's
oh,
doing
fucking-
all musical instruments,
it's
like,
everything.
everywhere.
I mean, even the woo, fucking
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
They got that.
That's
They,
That's
they literally have
cool.
everything that I've ever seen, and then stuff I haven't seen.
I was doing some research on writing film scores, right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember what that instrument's called, but it's got the wand, and when you get close to it,
Yeah, I don't know what it's
They
called.
use it in all types of horror
Oh, yeah.
movies
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit. Like it's
Well, it's great
everything.
space.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Real sci-fi.
Yeah,
That's
frequency walking
It
transmogrifier.
functions the same way, kind of like a REM pod.
Yeah,
Really,
that
I mean, if you think about
radio,
it, it's
yeah,
the same.
messing
it's
up that
picking your-
frequency,
yeah.
and you just have to learn where to go to get
It's the same as playing any stringed instrument.
Yeah.
It's not fretted.
violin,
Yeah.
anything. You got to know
Yeah.
exactly where
That'd be cool.
where she likes it.
I was a cellist
Were you?
for almost a decade. Yeah.
My nephew
It
was
was one
too.
of the instruments I was probably the best at, but then it just past high school and college, it's got absolutely no use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be a professional in symphony, and that's a fucking
Or if you're going to be like a swing band, like that's
cello
kind
is
of-
not useful in anything.
No, it's because it's
No,
a big bass.
That's an upright bass.
That's a
Cello's
bass,
smaller
yeah.
than that. Cello's a sit
Oh,
down.
okay.
There's one guy that anybody's ever heard of. That's Yo-Yo Ma. The rest of them are
Oh, yeah.
symphony players.
Yeah.
And they're well paid in the 5 or 6 symphonies that are actually paid.
That they're
And those guys, that's their life.
but
they're
those
the best, and it's
that's what they
super
do.
competitive.
Who's the original chick in Hans Zimmer's band? She plays the cello.
Oh,
She plays a stand-up cello.
she's crazy.
I don't actually know.
She's really freaking
She's
talented.
nuts.
She's super talented.
We've seen
But
her
there's
in
a lot
bunch
of great
stuff.
cellists. It's just, there's just not. What's the market for that
Yeah,
shit?
that's
You
true.
got
You're
those
right.
guys, the guys who did the Metallica album,
Yeah.
those guys got a niche thing, and they're probably some of the more, probably in the top 10 of famous cellists. I don't know their fucking name, but they've got more exposure than any other guys.
Yeah.
Because who the hell knows? who
Tina
symphony players
Goo.
are?
Yeah, she's incredible. She's
Her.
she's an amazing player.
Yeah, there's college kids and high school
Absolutely.
kids that are fucking amazing
Yeah.
players that you'll never hear of, you'll never see.
No, she's done a bunch of cool stuff.
The cello's an amazing instrument,
Well,
but it's
what's the
so
new-
fucking crazy
She
how
does like
shitty
she
they
plays
sound.
this thing. Where'd she go?
The money you have to spend to have an instrument that sounds worth a shit.
Like this.
Yeah,
She plays like the sci-fi.
Yeah, the
looking-
electronic.
Yes.
So that's a whole nother
Absolutely
thing because
crazy.
once it's digitally processed, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But like to have
And
an
then she
actual
does the normal
resonant cello
Yeah.
that sounds worth a shit, that thing's probably $300,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Have you watched the Pirates of the Caribbean performance by Hans Zimmer and his band?
No,
Dude, it's
I
amazing.
used to watch Tori do it all the time.
It's incredible.
Crazy.
It's so freaking cool. It just as a musician, you appreciate it. It's
Yeah,
just
you'd like it
really
for
fun.
sure.
I know the score because Tori used to play it.
Yeah.
He used to play it at like shows.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, he loves that shit.
I mean, I think of them. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but
We're allowed
This
to.
is
It's
our
our
life.
show.
you think of people like Hans Zimmer, John Williams, people like that. It's like, how the fuck did they come up with this shit in their head? I mean, so basic. Like even the Dark Knight soundtrack, it's so basic, but it's so
not, though.
powerful. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, it's the same thing as these painters. You have to be able to see those different levels.
Yeah.
Unless you can see those levels, which I don't. I gave you a compliment last week because you're in here writing your music for your movie, and I'm like, I don't see that. I don't
Right.
see how I can't comprehend how you see those different levels to get to where you want. That you can hear something in your head and know, okay, I have to do the drums like this. I have to do the bass like this. I have to and then it all turns into what you meant in your head. Like I can't. I don't.
The layers in orchestral music though are so fucking deep.
Yeah.
And like just and I think I showed you that the Tim Minchin thing where you're
Yeah.
doing the full and you just like hearing the swells, the French horns, and just that little
Mhm.
and how intense and how much
Coming
that
out of
changes
nowhere.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
the
huge.
feel of a song. With, those crazy trills that trumpets are doing, just full on blast chorus shit. And like,
But that's
how do you
almost
hear
in
that?
the background
right.
And they come up
compared
with
to
that stuff.
build. Yeah.
And the guys who do it to score music, to do score movies, it's just definitely a very, very
Niche
unique
job.
gift
Yeah.
It is.
because it's
Yeah.
you know, shit. I mean, what would you put behind Pirates of the Caribbean if the soundtrack didn't exist?
Right.
You know, how many fucking lifetimes would you have to live to be able to put together all of the music that goes behind a movie like that?
And then they write a score for each character. So when a character comes on, like Jack Sparrow's
you hear
got a
something in
different
the background
sound than what
that you don't even notice.
Yeah.
No,
Like
but
you take it out.
if it's gone, it affects the movie a lot.
Feels weird. Yeah.
100%.
Very
Crazy.
naked. Very naked. Well, that's what I love is all the sound design, how deep in what we're doing, hearing the layers, having heard that cut with just the sound design with no music in it, and then he puts music on it and it just fucking kills everything.
Yeah.
But it's all
crazy.
still there. You just don't, it's just not so prevalent. It's like, wow, what a fucking bunch of work for something that you would miss if it wasn't there. You wouldn't know that you're missing it though.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like hearing guys singing harmonies. You don't know why it's better, but it's better.
Yeah.
You know, or the layman does it. No,
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, even though I won't give too much about the movie away, but even the part where the zombies are walking up in the video.
Just adding that
With no music, it was like, okay, this is taking a while to happen. But when you add that
it's so
dissonance
slow.
in there, and that
it feels
tension,
it feels quick.
Yeah, it
like
really
you want to
builds it.
add it longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It builds it. Yeah, it's freaking cool. It's cool.
Badass.
I'm loving the hell out of it.
Yep,
Glad I'm
she
not
did.
writing music.
She did.
And on that note,
Jesus,
That's a good note to end on. I like that.
what was it? Was it F sharp?
It was a
was.
D.
D.
Ah,
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us tonight. We'll see you guys next
Hello.
week. if you get a chance, go check out those videos on YouTube of the Philippine Mars landing at Lake Pleasant is pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you check out those guys,
Lots
What were they
Cool
called
stuff
again?
on there.
Boneyard
Boneyard
Safari.
Boneyard Safari.
So go check them out.
It says that they're gonna have like where it's like the trip on it. So that lady was talking the whole time. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, no, they got a lot of videos out there on it. It's pretty cool. So, go check
We're
it
gonna
out.
go see her when she's put back together.
There
You ain't gonna see shit.
Maybe we'll-
Probably not. See a big
You
fucking
ain't found
plane.
shit. All right, guys, have a great night.
I know somebody's gonna go with us.
We'll see you guys next week. Who? Andrew and Arthur? Yes.
Good night.
100%.
Bye.
All right, see you guys.